Did you know that there's a cabin in the middle of nowhere in Alaska that was only built by hand tools, and it's inside Lake Clark National Park and Preserve? Well, we're gonna go there today, so come along with me. Dropped us off Twin Lakes. Let's check out the cabin. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't know if I want to come in September. I'm like, yes, you do.
Did not come out here to become famous, right? That was not on his agenda. But, you know, in 1962, he came out here with his friends Spike and Hope Carithers.
62?
1962. So they all lived in their 50s and then living here in 30 years. So some of the highlights are actually the cabin itself, right? The way, again, the craftsmanship. Beautiful notch work.
The hinges are amazing.
The hinges and the notches. These are the things that really stand out to me and to most people. You can still see his pencil lines here, but we're, again, hammer, chisel, notching, beautiful work. And he didn't even really need that much chinking because they're so well snugly fit. He just did a beautiful job with the notching. Not everything is original, so you'll see the cabin is just resting on the ground, no foundation, right? The bottom logs rotted out, so the Park Service replaced the bottom log.
Oh, wow.
And then the original tundra mat that Dick Proenneke had was so dry and tinder that it quick fire, they had to replace that. And then when they replaced the tundra mats, they put up this copper flashing. So this is not Dick Proenneke's copper flashing.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
But by doing this, we're protecting his logs and everything underneath that is still Dick Proenneke's. And these are his, you know, his purlins and his roof beams and stuff. So the door, yes, the door is cool. It is a highlight. That's why we stop here before we go in. Yes, hand whittled these awesome hinges. He had gone around the lake in a canoe, sourcing downed white spruce trees. He took the roots from those trees to make the hinges. Oh. And you guys know Bob Ross, the artist. He's like, happy cabin in the woods. And he does it in like 2 minutes. You're like, what?
Yes.
This is like the 3D version because Dick Proenneke works so fast and he does it so beautifully. He put the logs up, all 4 walls, in 11 days by himself. And then this hinge work, so he talks about in his journals, 1/2 of a hinge, you know, just before lunch, it took him 45 minutes to do 1/2 of a hinge. So, like, just imagine carving that out that quickly. The door, of course, he had hand sawed the planks. And then I'm going to demonstrate the door locking and handle mechanism for you. And then we are not going to touch it again just because it's pretty fragile now. Yeah. But it does still work. You can see bears have had their way with the cabin and have kind of mangled it over the years. And people, of course, want to use it all the time. But I'll show you how it works, and then we'll leave it alone. But until the next group comes. But it does actually still work and lock. So we can do that. And then it unlocks. And again, no hardware here, just like his hinges. It's all woodwork.
Wow.
So Very cool.
So impressive.
Yeah, it's
Forgot my
clever.
phone.
He didn't just throw a door on there and call it good. He tried to do a really nice job, right? And then the other really cool feature, of course, because that's all not enough, is he's got to do the double door.
Dutch doors.
The Dutch door, yeah. So there's a real famous photograph of Dick Proenneke posed here. You guys
Yeah,
can totally do the photo up. I'm fine with that. We just ask that you're gentle, opening and closing this. And then don't lean your full body weight on the hinges. So just kind of mock lean on it, just so we can protect his hinge work. When you go inside, you're going to notice some things. I'm going to come in and talk about some things. But I encourage you to sit at his desk, sign the journal. That's where he did all his writing. So it's kind of special to sit there for a minute. Right. So a cabin that you don't need to really live in for quite a few years. A cabin that you're...
This is their outhouse. Literally right here. One wall. Toilet with a... oh, gross. A little thing there. It was the weirdest little outhouse I've ever used. Pit toilet, I guess.
You're going to hang a left. It's the only left off the trail. Make a little noise so you don't surprise any bears. Yeah.
Actually, inside the cabin, this is where Dick Proenneke lived for about 30-something years. Let's look at a little bit of the stuff inside. I was hoping to find our names in this book because I signed it last year, or last time we were here in August. No, yeah, it was August, mid-August, and I think they ripped out the pages. It's kind of sad. I was looking forward to seeing myself in there. This place is really cool. It's very impressive that somebody did all this, like, with hand tools, basically by himself. I love it. There's also his little cache over here. Let's walk to it. On the other side of his cabin, there's this little cache. That's where he would store his food. They took down the ladder. I remember being a kid and climbing up there. That was when the old park employees that were volunteers here were also people who restored this cabin, and they let me go up there and take a peek inside. That picture is actually hanging up somewhere at my parents' house, but it's where he would keep his food, reason being keep it away from the bears. They can't climb up there, so it keeps it safe.
Necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Exactly. Yes. And
I love that pile of logs.
I remember reading that I think he made a comment something about, he could, he was, as long as he was active, he wasn't.
He could hike and he could pack down an airstrip or babes plane or whatever.
we're gonna go take the hike up to Teetering Rock. So it's about 3/4 of a mile up and back. I was gonna say I found some blueberries off to the side. More bear markings. You can see some of the sticks. Looks like we found some bear scat. There. And there. I love the pops of the bright yellow. Usually, when Jared does this tour this time of year, he brings me back some blueberries. And I am bringing this big bag. Let's see how much we can fill it. One a little ahead of the group. Look at these blueberries. We're getting right above the tree line, which soon will be. Wow. I'm feeling a bit ambitious that I can pick a whole gallon of these berries before we go back down, but we'll see if I can actually do that. I really want to. It's nearly noon and we are the only people that I have seen come through here today, which is kind of odd. I guess this is a good time. I guess why it's a good reason to come in September. Less people and beautiful colors. And then of course, like, the cabin tour didn't take long. It was about an hour. And then the hike up here to Teetering Rock, I stopped midway just because I wanted to pick berries. But that's not very far at all. And with the berries being here, it kills some time. I got some blueberry knees and some blueberry stained hands and that many blueberries so far. See how many we can get. I can't see Jared and the clients. I bet they're ducked down, also picking some blueberries. So it's a good time killer and it's something beautiful, fun to do. Not hard to do with those views. My goodness. That's my favorite, is this turquoise water with the fall colors. It's perfect for people who are interested in photography, want to do photography, get some really cool fall time shots. Perfect. Again, beautiful reason why September is another good time to come visit up here. No people, beautiful colors. Hey Jared, I know a lot of people are going to ask if we have bear protection. Do we?
Not anymore. I'm all for being loud.
Show the people. They want to see what you have for bear protection. There, you.
That's all you can see.
Yes, the most effective form of bear protection used at the very,
Please tell them
last
it's not
minute.
a flare gun.
It's not.
I hate it.
See what we got in our lunch. PB&J, carrots and cucumber sticks, a peanut butter cookie, some chips, soda, Twix, some trail mix. Nice. Holy cow, you got a monster there.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a good one. I saw it just floating out there. I think it's been dead. time.
It's one of the few sockeye that run up here into the Twin Lake region. Compared to
So what is it?
Arctic char.
It's very... I think so. And I think that's some sort of wildlife up there. Looks like a bear. Yeah. Exactly what we want to see. Nice poser. Can you angle it a little towards me? Can you lift him up more so I can see your face? Like higher? Yeah, there we go.
Huh? They're so ridiculously hard to tell the difference unless you like surgically cut them open and you like look at like their internal organs and track.
I hear him. Where is he? There he is. Sounds good. Honestly, that was a fantastic day. We had great clients, amazing weather, just really good experience overall. Colors were amazing. I'm coming home with berries. Would I do this again? 1000% yes. Do I think you should do this too? Yes.